Now the next thing that we're going to understand is section formula. What is the section formula? If I have a line here, let's say AB, and if I have some point P here, let's say it's dividing this in the ratio of 2:3. P is dividing AB in the ratio of 2:3. That means if this is 2 centimeters, this is 6 centimeters. Sorry, if this is 4 centimeters, this is 6 centimeters. If this is 2 centimeters, this is 3 centimeters. If this is 20 centimeters, this is 30 centimeters. So this is a ratio. This is a proportional value, simplified value. Just because this is 2:3, it does not mean this is 2 centimeter, this is 3 centimeter. No. It is a proportion. That means AP by PB is 2/3. Does that mean AP is 2 and PB is 3? No. It can also be 4/6. It can also be 20/30. All these are 2/3. So how do you know whether AP is 2 or 4 or 20? You cannot say that. Okay. So these are just proportional values. This much you have to keep in mind. Now, so instead of this, let's say AP is to PB, instead of 2:3 is M:n. That means P divides the line AB in the ratio of M:n. Okay. P divides the line AB in the ratio of M:n. We are going to derive one formula relating Mn and the coordinates. That will be your section formula. So now AP by PB is M:n. Okay. What will be this distance? This whole thing is x and this is x1. So this will be x minus x1. Agreed? This whole thing is x2. Up to here it's x. So what will this be? x2 minus x. Agreed? This much is y1, this is y. So this has to be y minus y1. And here this whole thing is y2, this much is y. So y2 minus y. Agreed? Yes. Now this line that I am drawing here has to be parallel to this, obviously. Let's say this is R and S. AR is parallel to PS. Agreed? If AR is parallel to PS, what happens? Can I say this angle equals this angle? Why? Corresponding angles. See, two parallel lines and a transversal like this, one outside and one interior on the same side. These are called corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal. Next, this angle is 90, this angle is 90. Why? This is the y coordinate line, this is the x coordinate line, y coordinate line. They are perpendicular to each other. So, what can I say here? In triangle APR and triangle PBS, angle PSB is equal to angle ARP. This angle and this angle are equal because they are equal to 90 degree. Angle PAR is equal to angle BPS. Why? Because AR is parallel to PS and it forms corresponding angles. In two triangles, if the two angles are equal, then the two triangles are said to be similar. Which criteria is this? Asimilarity criteria. So I can say triangle APR is similar to triangle PBS. Why? Asimilarity criteria. If the two triangles are similar, their sides are proportional. So now I can say AP by PB is equal to AR by PS equal to PR by BS. correct? Yes. AP by PB, the P divides this into the ratio of M is to N. So we already know in the given condition AP by PB is M is to N, M by N. Is AP M and PB N? No. Their proportion is M by N. So I can write this, I can replace this as M by N. How? We have taken that in the starting itself. AR is what? X minus X1. PS is what? X2 minus X. PR is what? Y minus Y1. PS is what? Y2 minus Y. So now we need to solve this. Take two things at a time and solve. So we'll divide this here. First I will take this and this. Then I'll take M by N and that side. See how? So M by N is equal to X minus X1 by X2 minus X. And here we will take M by N is equal to Y minus Y1 by Y2 minus Y. Solve for X and Y. Easy it is. Let's see. So cross multiply. M into X2 minus X is equal to N into X minus X1. Open brackets. Mx2 minus M into X is equal to Nx minus Nx1. Keep all the X terms on one side. So send Mx that side. Bring minus Nx on this side. Mx2 plus Nx1 is equal to minus Mx goes there, becomes plus Mx plus Nx. Minus Mx went this side, became plus. Minus Nx1 came this side, became plus. Mx2 plus Nx1, there is X common here, take it out, M plus N. If M plus N comes down, Mx2 plus Nx1 by M plus N will give us X. This is your section formula for X coordinate. So I'll explain what that means. First we'll just solve this. If you cross multiply here, same ditto technique, follow the same steps we did here, you will reach Y to be My2 plus Ny1 by M plus N is equal to Y, ditto as the X. What does this mean? In the diagram that we have just drawn here, if I know M and N, and I know X1, Y1 and X2, Y2, I know M and N, I know X1, Y1 and X2, Y2, I can find XY. You will do many problems, so you will understand. So the thing to be noted in this question is, this is your section formula. Now we will be studying a few note with respect to section formula. I am going to cover all the possible conditions. Okay, so put a note based on section formula. First one, this is internal division. What does this internal division mean? First write down internal division. Internal division means if I have AB here and have P here, this is divided in the ratio of M is to N. Okay, P is internally dividing the line. It is a part of the line. In that formula, what is the formula? Mx2 plus Nx1 by M plus N. And what was Y? My2 plus Ny1 divided by M plus N. External division formula means what? P is dividing the line externally. So if this is A and B, P is somewhere here. It is dividing the line like this. This whole AP is to PB is M is to N. It is externally dividing the line. In such a case, your formula becomes, just replace plus with minus sign. Mx2 minus Nx1 divided by M minus N, and Y is equal to My2 minus Ny1 divided by M minus N. Since this external division, you don't have any questions from external division in your textbook, we won't be doing the derivation for this, but it may come in few other exams that you take, competitive outside academic Olympiad exams. So I've just given it over here. This is the external division formula and what external division means. Now, the next note that you need to understand is midpoint formula. See, if P is the midpoint of A and B, then what will be AP by PB? They both will be equal, correct? So can I say it's 1:1? Yes. So instead of m:/n, I know that m:/n is nothing but 1:1 here. So m:/n here is 1:1. In X, you have mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Substitute 1 into x2 plus 1 into x1 divided by 1 plus 1. What do we get? We get x is equal to x2 plus x1 by 2. And similarly, if we do it for y, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n is equal to 1 into y2 plus 1 into y1 by 1 plus 1. You'll get y is equal to y2 plus y1 divided by 2. You can use this directly if you know that the point is the midpoint. You can directly use this, no need to go for the section formula. This is also section only, it's related to section, but it's a condition that you have applied that it is a midpoint. The fourth type that we study here is P divides the line in the ratio of k:1. Instead of m:/n, k:1. So what is the value of m here? K. What is the value of n here? 1. K can be anything. It can be a constant. It can be just 3:1, 4:1, or it can be 3 by 4:1. That is also valid. It can be any number. Okay. So we are taking k:1 here. So what will happen? We use this because it is easy to solve problems. You will see when I do a problem. Okay. So what happens here? X is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. So x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. In the place of m put k, in the place of n put 1. So x becomes kx2 plus 1 into x1 is x1 divided by k plus 1. Similarly, y is equal to my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. In the place of m put k, in the place of n put 1. So, you will get ky2 plus y1 by k plus 1. Okay. Let's now explore problems. So, the last note here, centroid of a triangle. First, let's understand what is a centroid. Then we'll go to the formula. See, if this is my triangle, centroid is the intersection of medians. What is the meaning of medians? If I have ABC here, go to the opposite side, select the midpoint, D. If I join B to D, this is called the median from vertex B. If I want to draw median from vertex A, go to BC, mark the midpoint, join A to E. Is it the perpendicular? No, it's not. It can be, but no guarantee. So we cannot say it's a perpendicular. We're just talking about medians. If I want to draw median from C, go opposite, mark the midpoint, join it. You will see that they all meet at one point. This point is called the centroid of the triangle. And the centroid of the triangle always divides the median in the ratio of 2:1. That means G divides BD in the ratio of 2:1. G divides AE in the ratio of 2:1. G divides CF in the ratio of 2:1. So, m by n value is 2:1 here. So, if they give you centroid, to find the centroid question or anything related to centroid, how will we do this problem? A, B, C is given and they have given centroid value or they have asked you to find the value of the centroid. How to do this? You know A and C, you can find the midpoint D using midpoint formula. Once you find the midpoint, so we already know A and C, this is already given. Using midpoint formula, whatever I do in white is what you're going to be doing in your exam. Using midpoint formula, find D. Now, if I join B to D, G will lie on this, agreed? And I want X and Y here. To find x and y, I know this point, I know this point. If I know the ratio, I can find x and y using section formula. Do I know the ratio? Yes, 2:1. How? Median, centroid divides the median in the ratio of 2:1. Please write down, centroid divides the median in the ratio of 2:1, and then you can find G. This is a lengthy process. It is a correct process, a little lengthy. We have a shortcut for this. If you take this one, any x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, then centroid is given as, you can use the first formula, this is the second method, that's the first method and second method. Centroid formula is given as x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 for the x coordinate, and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3 for the y coordinate. So, directly put the 3 coordinates divided by 3. Instead of finding median, midpoint, then doing 2:1, you can use this. So, example 6. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining A and B in the ratio of 3:1 internally. So, we have a line segment joining A and B, 4, -3, 8, 5. Find the coordinate of a point which divides this line in the ratio 3:1. So, they have given this is 3:1 and they have given this point P as, we have to find this. So, this is x, y. You have Mn, you have x1, y1, x2, y2. Can you use section formula? Easy. So, this is M, this is N. x1, y1 is xy, x2, y2. Direct section formula. What is x? mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n. Substitute and go. M is 3, x2 is 8 plus n is 1, x1 is 4 divided by m plus n, 3 plus 1. 3 8s are 24, 4 1s are 4 divided by 4, 28 by 4, which is nothing but 7. Now we will do this for y. Y is equal to my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. Y is equal to m 3 y2 5 plus n 1 y1 minus 3 divided by m plus n, 3 plus 1. 3 5s are 15, 1 into minus 3 minus 3, 3 plus 1 4, 15 minus 3 12, 12 by 4 3. X coordinate is 7, y coordinate is 3, therefore the point is 7, 3. Example 7, in what ratio does the point minus 4, 6, so this minus 4, 6 is dividing the line segment joining minus 6, 10 and 3, minus 8. This point is dividing this line segment. So, this is P. They are asking you what is m is to n. So, you have x1, y1, x2, y2 and you have xy. They are asking you what is m is to n. See, if I take this directly, observe, x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Okay, I'll solve this and I'll show it. I'll show you two methods for this question. You'll understand why we are taking k:1. Okay, let's solve this first. What is x there? Minus 4. Minus 4 is equal to m, we don't know, x2, 3, nx1, n I don't know, x1 minus 6 divided by m plus n. How do we do? Send this up here. Minus 4 into m plus n is equal to 3m minus 6n. Minus 4m minus 4n is equal to 3m minus 6n. Bring all the m terms on one side. Minus 4m minus 3m is equal to minus 6n plus 4n. Minus 4m minus 3m minus 7m. Minus 6n plus 4n minus 2n. I want m is to n. So, what should I do here? M by n is equal to m, send the n aside. So, minus 2 will remain here, 7 will come here. Minus 2 by minus 7, which is 2 by 7. So, your ratio is 2 by 7. This method is fine. Let's see if you find this easier. If you don't, you can follow this method always. Instead of taking m is to n, write one statement saying let p of minus 4 comma 6 divide the line segment in the ratio of k is to 1. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to use k is to 1 formula. So k x2 plus 1x1 divided by k plus 1. Observe, what is x minus 4 is equal to k. What is x2? 3 plus x1 minus 6 divided by k. What is k? I have to find plus 1. Observe, minus 4 is equal to 3k minus 6 by k plus 1. This k plus 1 you can shift it up here. So minus 4 into k plus 1 is equal to 3k minus 6. Minus 4k minus 4 is equal to 3k minus 6. Bring all the k's on one side. So send this that side. Minus 4 plus 6 is equal to 3k plus 4k. 2 is equal to 7k. K is equal to 2 by 7. So k is to 1 is equal to 2 by 7. So k is 2 by 7. So that means this point P is dividing the line in the ratio of 2 by 7 is to 1. K is to 1. What does this mean? 2 by 7 is to 1. So I can simply send the 7 aside or multiply the whole thing by 7. If I multiply the whole thing by 7, what happens? 2 is to 7. You can therefore directly write therefore ratio is 2 is to 7, no problem. Here with one variable k I solve the answer. Here I use two variables m and n. You can use any method whichever is comfortable. It is better to use this method because you're using one letter, but you are free to use this also. Your textbook example has done this. You can use k is to 1 also. Choice is yours. Ma'am, should we use y coordinates? You can use y coordinates and solve the same problem. So if you use y coordinates, this would become y is equal to my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. You will get the same answer, m is to n is equal to 2 by 7. So one coordinate is enough to solve this. Example 8, find the coordinates of the point of trisection, that is points dividing them into equal parts of the line segment joining the points A and B. What is this meaning? A and B. So A is 2 comma minus 2, B is 7 minus 7 comma 4. Find the points of trisection. So we have 2 points dividing this line segment into 3 parts. If I divide into 3 parts, I need 2 points. Let's call this P and Q. Fine. They are in equal proportion. So this is 1 is to 1 is to 1. See, I can't apply midpoint formula because to apply midpoint formula, you need the value of Q. No use. So what we'll do in this, we'll divide this into 2 cases. So I will rewrite this in this form. See, AB 2 minus 2 minus 7 4. If there's P here, can I write this is 1 is to 2? If this was 2 centimeters, this was 2 centimeters, this was 2 centimeters. This will be 2, this whole thing will be 4. 2 is to 4 is 1 is to 2. Agreed? Same thing, I will divide this case into one more case. A, B, 2 comma minus 2 minus 7 comma 4. Divide this in the ratio of this Q here. Now this is 1, 1, so this will be 2, this will be 1. Agreed? Yes. So do this case separately, do this case separately, you will get the coordinates of P, this coordinates of Q. So first we will do for P. Applying section formula, x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Correct? So this is x1 y1 mn x2 y2, and here we have x comma y. Let's start. So x is equal to m. What is m? 1. What is x2? Minus 7 plus what is n? 2. What is x1? 2 divided by 1 plus 2. Minus 7 plus 4 by 3. Minus 7 plus 4 minus 3 divided by 3 minus 1. To find y coordinate, y is m by 2 plus n by 1 divided by m plus n. Y is equal to m. 1 into y2. What is y2? 4 plus n 2 y1 minus 2 divided by 1 plus 2 4 minus 4 divided by 3. 4 minus 4, 0. 0 by 3, 0. So one of the points of the trisection is minus 1 comma 0. Now you have to do the same thing for the Q part. So now I am doing for point Q. For point Q, what will be x? mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. So here okay, x1 y1 x2 y2 m n. 2 into x2 minus 7 plus n1 x1 2 divided by m plus n 2 plus 1 minus 14 plus 2 by 3. Minus 14 plus 2 minus 12. Minus 12 by 3 minus 4. Do the same thing for the y coordinate. my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. m2 y2 4 plus n y1 n is 1 y1 minus 2 divided by 2 plus 1 8 minus 2 by 3 6 by 3 2. So you get q as minus 4 comma 2. Therefore you can conclude, right, that therefore closing statement, therefore the points of trisection are minus 1 comma 0 and minus 4 comma 2. Example 9, find the ratio in which the y-axis divides the line segment joining the points 5 comma minus 6 and minus 1 comma minus 4. Also find the position of the intersection, point of intersection. So we have 2 points A and B. A is 5 comma minus 6, B is minus 1 comma minus 4. Please listen carefully, the same question can come in the form of x-axis. So we have y-axis dividing this line. Point, every point on the y-axis. So this is a point on the y-axis. On the y-axis, who is 0? X is 0. So this point is 0 comma y. Agreed? Yes. They are now not asking to find y first. They are first asking you to find m is to n. Point P divides us in the ratio of m is to n. Do you agree? Yes. Can I find m is to n even though I don't know y, I don't know the coordinate? Yes, you can, because I told you to find the ratio you just need one of the coordinates. You don't need both the coordinates, and here you have the x coordinate. So what do we do here? In this question, we know that x1 y1 is here, x is 0, x2 y2 is here. I want m is to n. I will be following the k is to 1 method. Okay. So let the point divide this in the ratio of k is to 1. Let the point divide that in the ratio of k is to 1. So now let's see if we find the value of k. Then we get the proportion m is to n. Okay. So you will first write the statement, let P divide the line segment in the ratio k is to 1 as shown in the figure. Now let's start. So k is to 1. So take the k is to 1 formula. Kx2 plus x1 by k plus 1. X is 0. K, what is the value of k? We don't know, we have to find that. X2 minus 1 plus x1 5, k plus 1. K plus 1 into 0 is 0 minus k plus 5. Send the 5 aside. Minus 5 equals minus k. K is equal to 5. So k is equal to 5, k by 1 equals 5 by 1, or ratio of this is 5 is to 1. So we got k is 5 is to 1, 5 by 1. So now to find y, you can again continue using the k formula. K y2 plus y1 by k plus 1. Y is equal to 5 into y2. Y2 is minus 4 plus y1 minus 6 divided by 5 plus 1. Y is equal to 5 into minus 4 minus 20 minus 6 divided by 6. Minus 26 by 6. 2 3s are 2 13s are. Y is equal to minus 13 by 3. Therefore, the point is 0 comma minus 13 by 3. So you can say that The y-axis divides the line in the ratio of 5:1 and the point is 0, minus 13/3. Please give the conclusion statement. If the points A, B, C, D are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order, find the value of P. So this is a parallelogram. A, B, C, D is taken in order. A is 6, 1, B is 8, 2, C is 9, 4 and D is P, 3. How do you find the value of P? One of you might suggest use AB equals CD, get one equation, or use CB equals AD, get one equation. You can do that, but that will be a lengthy process. Shorter technique for such questions are diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So this O is the midpoint of AC as well as midpoint of BD. Do you agree? O is the midpoint of AC. That same O is the midpoint of BD. Agreed? Using midpoint formula, we will equate x and y coordinate of this to x and y coordinate of this. That's all. So let's see. O is the midpoint of AC. So 6 plus 9/2, x1 plus h2 plus x1/2. So 6 plus 9/2, comma 1 plus 4/2 is equal to P plus 8/2, comma 3 plus 2/2. 6 plus 9/2, 15/2, comma 5/2 is equal to P plus 8/2, comma 5/2. Therefore, 15/2 equals P plus 8/2. I am equating these two. 2 cancels. 15 equals P plus 8. Send the A that side. P equals 15 minus 8. P is equal to 7.